right. Wow. Today's a day we've all been looking forward to. Yes. Jameson's birthday, my grandson's birthday. Gotcha again on that one. Anyway, today is November 5th, 2024, and we are continuing in our series through 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 11 today. If you would, grab your Bible and let's take a look at this verse here, okay? It says, "And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will indeed look on the affliction of your servant and remember me and not forget your servant, but will give to your servant a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life, and no razor shall touch his head." All right. In her deep distress here, Hannah makes a vow to God, and she addresses him as Lord of hosts. Man, that's a powerful title that reflects her belief in God's authority over all creation, including her own situation. And this title signifies her recognition of God's strength and her recognition of God's sovereignty, even as she feels weak and helpless. And Hannah's prayer is both a plea for mercy and an act of profound trust, showing that even in her brokenness, she sees God as mighty and that he is still attentive to her need. Okay, so Hannah's vow really is a reflection of her willingness to surrender her deepest desire. She asks God for a son, but promises to give him back to the Lord's service if her prayer is answered. Now, this is not a bargaining move here. All right, let's make sure we understand that. It's not a bargaining move. Rather, it reveals her heart of surrender. It reveals her heart of devotion. And Hannah doesn't just long for a child to fulfill her own needs. No. She desires to see her life and her child's life dedicated to God's purposes. And so her vow to set her son apart with a Nazirite vow symbolizes by the commitment to never cut his hair, highlights her willingness to give everything to God. Now, this moment, man, it's a powerful reminder that faith sometimes involves giving God what is most precious to us, trusting that his plans are greater than our own plans. And Hannah's example challenges us to bring our desires to God with open hands, willing to surrender them if he asks. And her vow shows that true faith doesn't cling tightly, but it entrusts every hope and every dream to God, believing that he is both loving and that he is faithful. So today, if you're willing to surrender your deepest desires to God, trusting his purpose above your own purpose, today, take a moment to identify an area in your life that you may be holding on to tightly and offer it to God with open hands and allowing him to lead and to trust that his plans are good. You see, like Hannah, we find freedom and peace when we choose to surrender our desire into his loving care. Have an amazing day. Take care. See you tomorrow.